Galactic greetings. My name is God's Gift, God's Messenger. You're watching Christ Hype Magazine, and this is the message for all of the light workers, the indigos, the star seeds, the rainbow children, the crystal children. You know, the time is now. The time is now to actually start doing something. Whatever it is that you do, this is the time for you to start doing it because things are happening at a rapid pace in humanity, and not just humanity, but life itself. The Spirit of God itself is in jeopardy. Now, I just got a revelation about the gray aliens. Now, a lot of times they would tell you that the gray aliens are 3 feet beings or 5'9", 5'8", 6 foot beings who are strange looking beings who are aliens who just want to abduct us, and because they have a reproduction problem, they're not able to reproduce, and so they abduct human beings so that they can find a way to reproduce. And currently they're cloning, or they're constructing or engineering their generation. Well, listen, I just got a revelation from God that we are the grays. We are all connected. You see what I'm saying? The grays have came back. The grays are the human beings, us, you and I, right now, eons into the future. If we continue to go down the path that we're going, we are going to turn up into the grays. So the grays have came back in the future now, right, to change the whole world so that we don't end up in a gray situation. You see what I'm saying? And so while we need to change our mentality of how we view the gray aliens, because the gray aliens are our family. They are our extended family, but they are us years from now. They are us in the future. In actuality, the grays have come back to this present time now to save us so that we won't end up gray aliens. You see what I'm saying? And so what they have done was, over time, man had began to do things like homosexual behavior and stuff like that. Now you see the grays right now, they're having a problem of reproducing. Why? Because the how civilization is going right now. Man is having sex with man. Woman is having sex with woman. They're disregarding the Spirit of God. You see what I'm saying? And so the Spirit feels offended, right? And if we continue to go down the era of, these digital domains, right? Being technology freaks and creating digital societies like Facebook and Moco Space and all these different social network sites, right? And you move into these social neighborhoods, you become a friend on Facebook and you move into the Facebook community. You become a friend on Moco Space and you move into the Moco Space community. What happens is we're slowly but surely moving up out of the green God created everything domain and entering into a digital domain where technology becomes the God. You see what I'm saying? And homosexuality becomes the norm. And so if we continue as a human society right now, which is October 27, 2012, if we continue to be a society that promotes homosexuality and a society that disregards the Spirit of God, and we continue to live as people without love and people without life or regards for nature and regards for animals, then we are going to be the gray aliens. And so the gray aliens who are having a difficult time reproducing have come back into time to save us from ending up them. We are the gray aliens in the future now. You see what I'm saying? And so if you're calling yourself a light worker, if you're calling yourself an indigo, if you're calling yourself a star seed, if you're calling yourself a crystal child or a rainbow child or whatever you call yourself, whatever you calling yourself, don't just be taking on the title to feel special. You are special. And this is the time right now. This is your season. This is your moment to vibrate on the frequency that you've agreed to vibrate on and to do the light work that you've agreed to do so that we can save humanity from turning up into the gray aliens. And so the gray aliens have come back. We are the gray aliens. They have come back from the future into the present time now to save us from ending up into the gray aliens. So in other words, what they're doing is the gray aliens are us, right? And our society is coming into a society that is going to be, in jeopardy of, we're going to be faced with a reproduction problem because of the homosexuality. We're going to be faced with, a lack of love. You talk about the gray aliens and how they have problems loving and how they're heartless and how they're very immature. Well, look at society right now. Society is very immature. Society is very heartless. Society is very homosexual, anti-procreation. And so the gray aliens, who we call gray aliens, have come back from the future. They are us. But in the future have come back to save our civilization from the doom or the damnation of the gray experience. They have come from Gray Recti 1 and 2 just to save us. You see what I'm saying? Now, light workers, indigos, star seeds, rainbow children, crystal children, this is your moment right now to vibrate, to do something to save humanity so that we won't end up in a situation like the gray aliens. And so the gray aliens will get out of that situation because it's abstract. If we save our civilization from ending up or going in a direction that the gray aliens are in, then in essence we save the gray aliens and we solve their problems of reproducing, and we will not turn into the gray aliens. So in essence there will not be a gray alien if we can take care of the problem right now. And so the task is at hand. And stop calling yourself a light worker or an indigo or a star child or a crystal child or a rainbow child, right? If you're not doing the work that you're supposed to do to solve the problems that we need to solve in this world. Okay. Hold on. Because I'm getting frustrated with society, because stop talking about it and start being about it. So this is not a friendly fucking message for no light workers. This is a snap out of that shit and get your act together and start doing what the fuck you need to do to vibrate on the fucking frequencies that you need to vibrate on so that we can save the gray aliens and so that the gray aliens can achieve their task in saving us. They are trying to save us from turning into a race of people who would not be able to reproduce. And that's the direction that we're going in right now. If you so-called light workers, indigos, star seeds, crystal children, rainbow children are doing your fucking job. So stop talking about it and start being about it. And that's what the fuck I gotta say right now, from a place of desperation and from a place of frustration. Get with the fucking program. Start being a fucking light worker. Start actually being a fucking indigo. And stop talking about it, you stupid motherfucker. You punk ass bitch. Now you take that and you run with that shit.